One of the things that we all recognized happened in the spring was that we were all shoved into the deep end of a pool all at once, students, parents, teachers. We just left for spring break and we just never came back. And so one of the things that happened is we had to take an instructional staff of almost 1,500 adults and we had to turn them into online virtual teachers overnight.
Yeah, I think it was just one of those times you really couldn't look too far into the future. And that's hard to get a good plan in place when you're taking such short segments.
Since then, we've had a lot of time to really look at the experiences that we had, figure out what we did really well and what teachers learned from that, or dig into research to find out what we could do better.
It requires a lot of effort, planning, discussions, equipping ourselves with new tools so that we can really set the families and the kids up for success.
We had a lot of families that were in crisis over this, and so we just didn't want them to feel like they didn't get a quality experience from us and were forced to make a choice that wasn't necessarily something that we couldn't figure out. So we went back to the drawing board and we designed Liberty Virtual School. And so we created it using a lot of research, so just really dug into what is best for learning online. And then we started filling the teacher pool, and saying, here are the things that we need, and is anyone willing?
I chose to be a virtual teacher this year because it sounded like a really great challenge for me as a teacher, and I also wanted to meet students where they were at. So students who feel more comfortable at home deserve a quality education, just like students who come face to face.
We really wanted to commit to a rich experience of learning. That was really our goal.
And ultimately, that's where some of the best learning can happen, when you are more closely connected to the real world.
A really exciting opportunity I see is finding math in the real world.
Have their learning relate to their home, their neighborhood, their life.
Our parents have set us up very nicely to be able to do this, and they've supported us the whole way. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am for the support that we've continued to get from our families around the district.
But I think we are all going to grow, including teachers, parents, and kids, in very unique ways. And that's the beauty. You look back in history and you see these times of change. It just comes from pressure and from a demand that's not always comfortable. It's going to be exciting to look back to see, how did this change the face of education in all the decades to come?